Welcome back to the online class, dear students. So today in this session we are going to learn the last lesson of your SEM 2, that is none other than Africa. Africa is also called the Central Continent. Africa is also called the Central Continent. Yes. So let us go for the introduction part of the Africa lesson. Africa is the second largest continent after the Asia. It is also the second in respect to population. It was called dark continent not because of the predominance of black people. Yes, not because of the predominance of the black people. The plateau rim extends to the coast, and in the north the Sahara Desert was the formidable obstacle to reach the interior. There are 52 countries in Africa. Sorry for the disturbance, guys. Okay, so we'll move for the location of the Africa. Africa lies between 37 degree north and 35 south latitude and 17 degree west and 50 degree east longitude. It is very interesting to note that the equator almost passes through the central of the Africa. Yes, hence it is known as the central continent of the world. Okay, hence it is known as the central continent. Both the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn passes through this Africa. The prime meridian cuts across Africa on its western side. Okay, so after that, the extension of the Africa. The total area of Africa is 30.4 million kilometer square. The continental measures about 8,000 kilometers from north to south and about 7,400 kilometers from east to west. Its northern extremity is Algeram Point. Okay, while its southernmost point it is Cape Agulhas. The physical setting of Africa is bounded on the west by the Atlantic Ocean, on the north by the Mediterranean Sea, on the east by the Red Sea and the Indian Ocean. In the northern east, Africa is joined to Asia by Sinai Peninsula, though it is now separated by the Suez Canal. Africa is separated from Europe by the Strait of Gibraltar and the Arabian Peninsula by the Red Sea. The coastline of Africa is 30,500 km long. The physiography or the physical setting of the Africa is largely a reflection of its geological structure. The whole continent can be considered as a vast plateau made of ancient crystalline rocks. It rises steeply from narrow coastal fringes, hence it is difficult to center the interior of the continent. The plateau is higher in the southeast and slopes gently towards northeast. When compared to its size, Africa has the fewer high mountains and fewer lowlands than any other continent. The coastline of Africa is almost straight and it includes a few large basins, estuaries and natural harbors. There are no bays and inlets that cut deeply into the coast. The Great Rift Valley, a flat-bottomed valley formed the sinking of the land between two normal faults or deep slopes is called Rift Valley. Rift Valley means a flat-bottomed valley formed by the sinking of the land between two normal faults or deep slopes is called Rift Valley. Okay, guys, when you will get this video, write the meaning of rift and even the meaning of faults. F-A-U-L-T-S. Okay, the Rift Valley of Africa is long and therefore known as the Great Rift Valley. It is about 6,900 kilometers long Rift Valley. Okay, which one? The Rift Valley of the Africa. Yes, it is in Y-shaped and is one of the most striking and distinct topographical features of Africa. So, write the meaning of topographical also. Okay, topographical. It is stretches from Mozambique in south through Malawi, Tanzania, Kenya, and Ethiopia into the Red Sea, Gulf of Aqaba, and the Dead Sea, the Sea of Galilee, yes, and ends in the valley of Jordan in Syria. The basins of Africa. Let's know the basins of the important 5 basins of the Africa. So when you will get this video, even write the meaning of basin. What is basin? Okay. Now let's see the Sudan basin. The Sudan basin is drained by the White Nile and Blue Nile rivers. Okay. This is world's most extensive marshland. Okay, marshland known as Sud. The next second one is the Chad basin. The Chad basin is occupied by Lake Chad. So this basin is a swampy area and the Sahara deserts encroaches upon it. The third basin is Zof. The Zof basin consists of the Western Sahara desert and is found along Mauritania Mali boundary. Yes, it is drained by river Niger. The fourth basin is Congo basin or Zaire basin. Congo basin is also called Zaire basin. The Congo basin is a great structural basin and occupied by a plateau. River Congo plateau means ಸಮತಟ್ಟಾದಂಥ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರದೇಶ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಸ್ಥಭೂಮಿ ಕನ್ನಡ ಒಳಗೆ ನಾವು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ಪ್ರಸ್ಥಭೂಮಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. The river Congo and its tributaries flows across it. It is a forested area. The fifth one is called Kalahari Basin. Okay, the Kalahari Basin is mostly a desert and steppe area. It is surrounded by the plateau range. Yes, so now we'll go for the lakes of the Africa. Africa has a numerous lakes of great economic potential. There are 8 large lakes. There are 8 large lakes in Africa. These lakes are of the aesthetic attraction of the tourists. The largest and the deepest lakes are found in East Africa. These lakes are generally associated with the Great Rift Valley. Okay, Lakes Edward, Kivu, yes, Tanganyika and Nyasa lie to the west of the Rift Valley, and the lakes Rudolph, Natron, Easi are the east of the Rift Valley. Lake Tanganyika is the second deepest lake in the world. It is about 1,436 meter deep lake. The Lake Victoria, which lies between the two limbs of the Great Rift Valley, is the this Lake Victoria is the largest lake of the Africa with an the area of 69,481 square kilometer or kilometer square. Yes, River Nile has its source from it. So which is the largest lake here? Lake Victoria. The Lake Victoria is the area of, it consists the area of 69,481 kilometer square. Yes, so we'll go for the mountains. The continent of Africa does not have many mountains. However, some small ranges break the monotony of the flatness of Africa. Atlas Range, Drakensberg and Kilimanjaro range are the major mountains of the Africa. The Atlas range and the Kilimanjaro were the most important ranges of the or most important mountains of the Africa. Now comes the Atlas range. Yes. So mountains. Which all are the mountains we are going? Now we are going to learn about the mountains. Okay. Let's discuss about the mountains. The first one is Atlas range. Yes. Then Drakensberg mountain and Kilimanjaro range. Okay. So we'll learn. We'll discuss about the Atlas. Atlas range. These are fold mountains like the Himalayas and a continuation of the mountains of southern Europe. They stretch across parts of Algeria, Morocco and Tunisia. Its highest peak is Mount Tobkal. Yes. Next one, the Drakensberg mountain. These Drakensberg mountains were found along the southern or the southeastern coast. They are not true mountains but the titled or tilted edge of the plateau. They were not true mountains but they were tilted edge of the plateau. Now comes the Kilimanjaro mountain of the Europe. It is in East Africa. It has the highest peak of Africa with a height of 5,895 meters. Although situated close to the equator, its peak is always snow covered because of its great height. Yes, it's because of its great height, it always covered with the snow. Yes, besides these, the Ahagar, the Tibesti, the Rovenzori, the Cape Range and the East African mountains are other mountain ranges in Africa. Yes, the highest point of Africa is Mount Kilimanjaro and lowest point is Lake Assal. Yes, Djibouti. Yes, so Isthmus of Suez. A narrow strip of land joining. Now we are learning the strip of the Suez. Sorry guys. We are learning the strip of the or the Isthmus of Suez. Yes, the Suez were the man-made canal. Okay, a narrow strip of land joining. It is a narrow strip of joining land. It is a narrow strip of land which is joining two large land masses is called isthmus. Okay, a narrow strip of the land joining two large land masses is called isthmus. Okay. Suez Canal, okay, the Isthmus of Suez were the natural, okay, it's a natural one, sorry, it was the man-made, not natural, okay, natural one is Panama Canal, okay, so this Suez Canal was the man-made canal. So, the Isthmus of Suez is very important for the Africa and even to the Europe. It lies between the Mediterranean Sea and the Red Sea, linking the two countries or the linking to the two continents like Africa and Asia. Okay. It is located in Egypt of Africa, and the famous Suez Canal is cut through it. This is the biggest man-made canal linking between the Mediterranean Sea and Red Sea. The Suez Canal is one of the busiest ocean routes in the world. The Suez Canal was the busiest route of the world or route in the ocean route in the world, which is going to connect between Europe and Asia, okay, by the short distance.